Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Just days ago, I was blessed to stand directly in front of the Kaaba, shoulder to shoulder with billions in absolute synchronized discipline. It is a physical reality that completely shatters your ego. But you don't need to be in Mecca in order to experience a total psychological and spiritual reset. What if I told you that permanently rewiring your brain, breaking your worst habits, doesn't take 21 days, but exactly a month? And what if the exact biological blueprint of this reset wasn't discovered by modern scientists, but revealed to the world over 1400 years ago? Welcome back, everyone, and Ramadan Mubarak. If you're watching this, you probably have a goal. Maybe you want to establish your prayers or finally break free from digital dopamine loops of your screens. We're currently living in an age of severe dopamine depletion. Whether it is endlessly running brackets in Smash Bros, grinding EA Sports at 2 a.m., or falling into infinite algorithm of social media, your brain's reward center is being hijacked. When you flood your brain with cheap artificial dopamine, your receptors downregulate. They become numb. This is why regarding the Holy Qur'an or standing in Salat suddenly feels boring or exhausting. Your brain is overstimulated. And this is why Ramadan arrives, we get a spiritual high, but 2 weeks after Eid, we are right back to our old selves. The bad habits return and the mosques empty out. How do we fix this? You've heard the myth that it takes 21 days to build a habit. Modern research published in European Journal of Social Psychology proves it actually takes an average of 66 days. But Ramadan is a 30-day boot camp. How does it work faster? It comes down to two biological miracles of intermittent fasting. First, fasting drastically increases a protein called brain derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. BDNF acts like fertilizer for your neurons, triggering neuroplasticity. Your brain becomes physically malleable, making it drastically easier to build new neural pathways of discipline. Second, fasting forces a biological dopamine detox. By denying your body its baseline impulses from dawn to dusk, your dopamine receptors upregulate. They become sensitive again. Suddenly, the spiritual peace of zikr and salat provides the profound neurological reward you've been searching for on your screens. Allah Almighty explains this perfectly in Surah Al-Baqarah. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, that all ye who believe, fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may become righteous. Why does Allah mention those before you? In the Five Volume Commentary, Hazrat al-Muslim Maud provides a profound insight here. It explains that fasting is not merely an Islamic ritual. It is a fundamental universal necessity for human elevation. Every major prophet instituted fasting because human biology requires physical restriction to achieve spiritual liberation. Hazrat al-Muslim Maud Khalifatul Masih II provided an incredible psychological breakdown of this in Tafsir Kabir. He explained that true philosophy of fasting is the ultimate training of human willpower. Think about it. During Ramadan, you're abandoning food and water, things that are completely halal, lawful, simply for the sake of Allah. Hazrat Muslim Maud explains that if a human being can train their mind to give up what is lawful, they develop the unshakable willpower required to give up what is haram or unlawful. You are training your willpower muscle. In Atomic Habits, James Clear calls this identity based habit formation. In Islam, we call it niyyah. You stop saying, I'm trying to be good, and you declare, I am a worshipper, I am an abid. Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salam, the promised Messiah, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad anhu be peace, explained that the word Ramadan comes from Ramad, which means scorching heat. Just like extreme thermal heat sterilizes medical equipment, the intense heat of Ramadan burns away our toxic habits. He promised us that the power to overcome these habits is built into our very nature. But today, true fasting must go beyond the stomach. Our beloved Imam, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih al-Khamis, Ayyadahullah Ta'ala bin Nasr Aziz, consistently reminds us that the fast must also be of the eyes, the ears, and the mind. A true fast means fasting from vain digital distractions that steal our focus from Allah. Hazur explicitly explains and warned us not to treat worship as a 30-day rental. He stated that the goal should be that the mosques should become populated throughout the year, just as they are during Ramadan. You cannot sustain this 30-day biological and spiritual reset alone. Social psychologists call this social identity theory. When you belong to a physical group, your behaviors naturally align with that group. This is exactly why the Holy Prophet Muhammad commanded congregational prayer and prayers in the masjid. Clinical research proves that praying in a congregation physically lowers cortisol and destroys anxiety. So here is your challenge this Ramadan. Do not make a vague promise. Make a micro commitment right now to reduce the friction. Commit to praying Isha in congregation just 2 or 3 or 4 times a week, or one step up from what you had been doing. Master that micro commitment and let the profound identity shift take over. If this message helps you understand the profound science and spirituality of Ramadan, share this video with someone who needs this exact reset today. And leave your specific micro commitment in the comments below so that we can hold each other accountable. Time is slipping through our fingers. For some of us, whether we realize it or not, this will be our final Ramadan. We do not have the luxury of waiting until the next year. As we enter this sacred month, I pray that Allah the Almighty grants you profound steadfastness. May He lift the heavy burdens that you carry in secret. Purify your minds of worldly anxiety and protect our youth from digital illusions of the world. May He make this Ramadan where your soul finally finds its permanent way home to Him. Please keep me and my family in your prayers as I keep you in mine. May Allah bless you all, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला शफीना सल्ले